Hi, John Slott here at the New England Chief Show from Firematic, representing a whole bunch of companies, and today we're going to represent Elkhart's new appliance, the Rapid Attack Monitor, and we have Jerry Herbst here from Elkhart. He's going to kind of go over it for us and talk all about it.
How you doing, John? Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
The Rapid Attack Monitor, it's got an acronym of RAM, has become really quite popular. And what it is, it's an entry into the market that gives the ability for an individual firefighter to deploy 500 gallons a minute by themselves. Normally seen pre-connected to the back of a rig, sometimes it's in a compartment, but what we've got is the ability to take a single firefighter, deploy a couple hundred feet of 3-inch or 2.5-inch line, and get 500 GPM into service real quick.
That's really awesome.
Yeah, minute to a minute and 15 seconds with this pre-connected, you can be down flowing water. So you take today's light engine company running 2-3 people on an engine, you need big water quick for a knockdown or a large operation, it's just the way to go. It eliminates what we've had to do in the past of climbing up on top to get a 1250 monitor down, getting the base out, so on and so forth. A couple unique features to this monitor, and that's something you have to keep in the back of your mind with these individual monitors. They still are a monitor. This thing can take off, so there's some safety features that need to be recognized. First off, from a stability standpoint, the RAM has got over 400 square inches of foot area, what we call a footprint. Primary reason for that is you need some stability. A very small appliance, it only weighs 17 pounds with a nozzle, yet we do have some torque because we're flowing a serious amount of water.
Absolutely. Now
So,
you're getting 500 gallons a minute.
Yep, 500 gallons a minute at 75 psi at the tip. So it's a lower pressure than you would normally see on a deck-mounted monitor.
Now you're talking about the safety features a minute ago. You want to go over those with us?
Sure. Primarily, our safety devices, once we have the legs locked in and down, we've got a safety strap. You hook the carabiner. It can either be on a loop in the hose or a stationary object, a tree, whatever it may be. Our safety mechanism for the monitor itself is driven by flow. Once the monitor opens up and hits about 325 gallons per minute, this will automatically rise to around 30 degrees. It does two things, John. It centers the monitor so that the pressure now goes down as opposed to back. It eliminates our sliding pressure, and it's also the maximum reach for the nozzle. So it does two functions. The other safety features is a positive lock on and off for the handle. You actually need to pull the lever out to come all the way back.
That takes some work. I noticed in our demos, it takes some work, so you can't just do the water hammer thing, and you can't accidentally shut it off, which would you talked about kicking all the pressure back to either the pump operator or to the hand lines.
Yeah. And that's something that's critical. You really don't want water hammer, especially if moving 500 GPM. And as you say, John, where's that 500 going after the thing's shut down?
I don't want to be the one holding that line.
Right. A couple of the other options that have become popular with this is some companies prefer a fog screen, some companies prefer a deluge, or even a stacked tip. A lot of it has to do with the fire. We've integrated this fog nozzle, which flows, again, 500 at 75, and the entire nozzle, including a stream shaper, is only so big.
I don't know if you can see the stream shaper in there.
And again, it's driven by firefighter friendly. The entire nozzle pattern, fog to straight stream, is in a quarter of a turn. So as that firefighter's down, deployed this, got off to the side, pulled the pin, opened up the monitor, he's got full control down. We're going down 20, 60 degrees side to side. He's got total control of it and control of the nozzle pattern in a quarter of a turn.
What else we got today with this guy?
Well, another option, again, some people prefer a tip. You can use a deluge tip on it, or there's a set of stack tips. It all has to do with the fire that you're currently at and what you really want to flow. Some people prefer the straight pipe. We recommend putting a shaper into that. Tightens up the stream because it gives you the maximum reach that you want. The device itself, as I said, is very lightweight and compact. It only weighs 17 pounds with the nozzle attached to it. The bracket that you normally see
the bracket over here, but
fixed to the rear of an apparatus, that would be sitting there with the line pre-connected into it. You grab a couple loops of hose, the D handle, and off you go. Another popular thing that we're seeing with the RAM is it's so much used for a blitz attack. Let's say we've got a strip mall or something going pretty good, and we pull in, we're light, we may want to work off tank water until we actually get a hydrant. We've come up with an evolution in this nozzle where we actually offer a selectable gallonage feature, where you can click into either a 250, 350, or 5. If you're working off tank, it'll give you another minute or two.
Sure, good idea. We'll talk about the carbide tip. So we've got the table protected by these little pads of paper, and I think we've actually gone through one of them. We can talk about those too.
The carbide tips, John, and that's good, is one of the primary backbones of the safety feature. They're actually spring-loaded, so depending what surface we're on, they're actually going to vibrate in, and eventually, within a matter of probably 15 to 20 seconds of flowing, you're going to end up with 4 holes, even if it's a cement or a concrete surface. As you and I have seen in the field,
it really does the job.
But they dig in, and that's what you want. You need something that's either going to secure it down. In addition to the strap, we now have these carbide teeth that are actually going to dig into the ground surface.
We float some water, and it is just unbelievable. I've had competing companies out there, and side by side, we've just wowed some people when we float some water through the ram.
Yeah, the flow superiority in Elkhart products, a lot of it is driven by the engineering in our waterways. There's patented devices in our waterways that actually narrow it down and give us a maximum reach on the stream. Another popular feature that we're seeing with this is it's very versatile. After we've used this to do a knockdown, let's say on a fire, rather than stretch another line for hand lines, simply shut it down, spin the nozzle off, and put a gated wire or a water thief on here.
That's really makes it a lot simpler to use, a lot more capabilities.
Yeah, it gives you a water control point right at the seam. You've got positive on and off, and run your mop-up lines right off of this. No reason to stretch an additional line.
That's awesome. Anything else you would think of?
No, it's again, it's one of those products that's driven by today's fire service. Unfortunately, we're being asked to do a lot of work with half the people we used to do it with.
Sure.
And when we start thinking about gallons per minute per firefighter, and that's the way we like to think about it at Elkhart, we're trying to innovate products that give us the ability to put a large flow on a fire in a relatively short period of time with minimum manpower, if that's what you stop working.
Nice. Very good. All right, Jerry. Well, thanks for coming on by.
Thanks, John.
Have a good show.
You too.
Thank you.
Again, go to firematic.com. We're going to have up here several links for you. You go to our website, you can get everything you need. You can get product demonstrations, you can get shows, you can get shopping online. Again, shop online with firematic.com. Firematic TV down here. Come up, see our products, see our people, learn about us, find out how to contact us, give us a call.